What's up, YouTube? That is Liam Bryant.
That's Will McLeod.
And I'm Kyle Sanson.
And he is joining us today from DACC because he's no longer with us at Delaware Hayes. So, how do you like DACC?
It's okay. I like the classes a lot better. Most of them are project-based, and they are not in mastery grading scale, which is a big help for me, and definitely a lot better than over here, that's for sure.
Can you talk about more like what your specific thing you do there? Like what's your classes like, or what?
Like academics or my lab. My lab is like the 3-hour class.
What do you go there for?
I go there for wildlife resource management. I basically just go out in the woods most days. Sometimes we learn about forestry. Right now we're learning about bugs, and we learn about fish.
What kind of bugs?
All of them.
What's your favorite bug?
My favorite bug? My favorite bug? My favorite bug? Probably praying mantis.
I like turtles. Well, what's your favorite bug?
My favorite bug would probably be
Turtle?
like probably a scorpion.
I don't think that's a bug.
That's a bug.
A woolly mammoth. That's a. Is a spider a bug? Isn't it arachnophobia?
That's an arachnid, not a bug.
Is it not a bug?
Not a bug.
What classifies a bug?
6 legs.
How many legs do flies have?
6.
Really?
Yeah.
What's my favorite bug?
A total?
Are bees? How many legs do bees have?
That's a bug.
They don't have 6 legs.
Yeah, they do.
Bees.
Yes, bees have
Bees
6
have 6
legs.
legs?
Yes.
I don't know.
They have 6 legs.
I think my favorite bug is the walking stick.
Okay. That's a bug. That's cool.
I like that bug. Especially when they get big.
So that's just got to be for old people.
No.
It's like
What?
it's a stick and it looks like.
So it's a bug that looks like a stick.
What are some of the benefits of going to the ACC, like being compared to like when you were at Hayes?
Benefits.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the benefits is I'm gonna go back to it.
The mastery.
Them not having mastery. I think that's a waste of time, and
No, it is.
it definitely has ruined a lot of experiences of high school for me, and definitely a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably could have gone to a really nice college and done something completely different until mastery grading scale, and yeah. But another thing is definitely getting the experience that I can have.
Like
so
the work experience.
the work experience. So I do something called work-based learning. So I go out and I help with this research center for ODNR. It's called Waters Aquatic Research Center, and I go help with muscles in the water, and I go help out with
What does that
Yeah, you
mean?
try to talk about
like a muscle in the water. So not like muscle,
Underwater?
not like muscles,
Like
muscles in the water. So it's kind of like.
Are you talking about the little clam things?
Yes.
So my
is
dad
it not
eats
just a
those.
clam.
Well, those are probably saltwater
Oh, they
mussels,
are,
because freshwater mussels are just mush.
Wait. I don't know which ones to eat. They literally look like if I like a loogie.
If you, like, hog
it
through
literally just looks like a loogie, and he just slurps it down.
No, it's an oyster.
No, he eats.
Well,
mussels.
there's freshwater
But
mussels.
Yes, oysters also.
There's freshwater mussels and saltwater mussels. I help with the freshwater mussels because they are extremely endangered and they need fish.
Nurturing.
So
You know that
Kind of.
guy from, I don't know what video game it was, but he's like a black circle and like the arms are like out, but he's like a clam thing. That's what a muscle
is that
reminds
mussel?
me of.
Like Mario? Like what?
I don't know. I was asking.
Mario?
I don't know. He's in a black circle and his arms go like this. What do you?
So you thought Mario and Luigi?
I thought like the little water levels that you go into and like you're swimming and stuff like that.
Now this is why he's not a professional video game player.
I also have very bad ping. So
Yeah, I know. All right.
I've never won a solo match in Fortnite.
Ping
ever.
pong.
ever.
All right, back to it. What are the benefits of DACC?
I feel like we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were. But I interrupted.
The work-based learning,
Yeah.
like I said. Definitely just kind of a switch up. So I feel like every day here you kind of go through the same motion.
The exact same thing every day.
Yeah, and it's the same exact thing. Which at DCC, like today, I went over and yes, it was a longer day inside. I didn't go outside that much today for my lab. I just did a bunch of stuff on my computer. But on other days, like I'm sure Wednesday, I won't have as much work to do. So then I'll go outside and I'll help with some bugs or trees or something like that.
What bug do you see the most of?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't pay attention to bugs that much. Like if my teacher's like, "Hey, go out there and like look for bugs," I'll look for them. But
You climb trees.
I mean, some people do. I don't. I'm not good like that. But there's a kid in my class that's basically Tarzan. So
That's sick.
yeah.
What would you say not benefits, but the opposite? What are
What
some
is
of the
non-beneficial?
I guess cons of going to DACC?
This is kind of gonna be probably a hot take a little bit, but definitely definitely other kids from other schools.
Yeah.
Like,
They're just all annoying.
no, they're not all. No, they're not annoying or anything like that. It's just that,
You don't know them like you know the people here.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I've spent every day since kindergarten with this guy. I mean, seriously, and thanks. But like when you go there, unless like I don't really talk to anybody at DCC because I'm like,
You don't really know my dad unless you talk to him about that for real.
yeah, exactly. But I only have like 9 months until I graduate, so why would I try to become friends with people that I'm never gonna see again? Which I feel like here I've known a lot of people. I've known literally almost everybody for as long as I can remember, and it's not like I'm trying to create a relationship with them, and I already know them I've known them for a long time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like, I would definitely not enjoy going and... I mean, I will say, though, I feel like it's kind of like a later in life type of thing. Like, at some point in life, you're just going to be thrown in and you're going to have to make friends. So I feel like it's crazy for that. But I understand what you're saying. Like, why would I take the time to...
Like, if I was there last year, yes, definitely, I would have.
You weren't there your junior year?
I wasn't there full day my junior year. I was there...
Half day?
Half day. But because my lab is away from the building, I never met anybody from the actual building.
Yeah. Can your first year be your senior year? Is that able to happen?
I don't think so. I think there's 3-year programs where you can start your sophomore year, you can do CBI, and you can start your freshman year, and then junior year is when you actually start. But I don't think you can go for just your senior year. I'm not sure.
Adding on to the, like, you think it's kind of not the best, as in going to school with other people because you don't want to just make new friends or whatever and then just leave. Do you think it's weird, I don't know how to say it, I guess not being at Hayes around all the people you have known forever? Or
Definitely. It is definitely weird because, like I said, I don't know anybody at DSC, and it's not like I don't want to know anybody. I'm very, as both of you guys know, I like to talk and like get to know people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it is weird because I'll see my friend, like when I was here, I would see Carter engage in the hallways and we'd do stupid stuff like just make stupid faces to each other, or we'd both be straight faced and make eye contact and then start laughing. But like I don't get that, like I'm not having fun like that with anybody at DCC.
You don't get that sociability.
I'm not getting that same feeling at DCC where I just know people, and it's definitely, like, it is definitely a little weirder. It's not bad. I mean, I just kind of go through my day and do my thing, you know, like I'm gonna do my own thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
But like you do enough here at Hayes, and you have a lot of like extracurriculars.
Yes,
where,
yes,
like,
yes.
It helps you, but like, if someone didn't play sports, wasn't in EE, didn't do all that, it definitely.
Yeah, that would
It'd be a
like,
lot worse.
it'd be a lot worse if you didn't have
A social
that
life.
big of a social life. I mean, I come back here and I feel like I don't miss a beat because I like to be involved with stuff here still and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I could definitely see if you don't have as much of a social life as I do, that it could definitely be a little interesting and not be as fun.
I agree.
So you said last year you were a half day
Yes.
at DACC and half day here,
Yes.
right? And so this year you're full time at DACC. What's the differences, and which one would you say, if you could, like, would you prefer one or the other, as in, like, if you were to tell someone about them?
It really is different by the years. I mean, last year I would have definitely wanted to be there full day because I would have academics in the afternoon and then my lab in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really have time. They didn't give me a lunch here, so I would start driving, grab some lunch, and then come into Hayes, and then Mr. Nickel would let me eat in his class because that was seriously as much time as I got. I didn't even get a full class period to grab my lunch and get in here.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I feel like I hear a lot about that with this year's new DACC kids.
Yeah, they don't give you a lunch or anything like that. So you really got to be fast with it.
Could be speedy.
Yeah.
Like Jessica.
Shout out Chaz.
Shout out.
Shout out Trawanti, Nigel, Kachemi, Sakala. Top 5 fastest guys in the state to look out for this upcoming track season.
Number
It's
one.
true.
Number one. Wimkley.
Number one on the track, number one in my heart.
Okay, so I got a lot of friends that go to DACC.
Really? You friends?
So I got a lot of friends that go to DACC. I got a lot of people in my class that go to DACC. And I overhear them talking because I don't have friends to talk to. And they said something about this thing called Fall Fest.
Okay.
What is it? So, do you think that, like, and I would definitely say DACC not having sports doesn't help, but do you think, like, the culture aspect of DACC is that of Hayes? Like, it's near the same level? Because, I feel like definitely having sports, like, the culture around high school is a lot better.
That's not true. We have esports at DACC.
Actually?
That's kind of far.
Yeah, we do.
So it should be a deal.
Do you think, is that like a lab? It's a program?
No, it's just like after school stuff.
Oh, then never mind.
I have no clue if we even actually have a person on the team. They gave us a flyer and asked us to sign up, and
You almost did.
I told them I've never won a solo match in Fortnite, and they took the flyer away. So the culture at DCC is definitely different. So at Hayes, and I bet you like other high schools, like they
Pep rallies.
Yeah, pep rallies. Like everybody goes to the sports. Everybody goes watches them. But I feel like at DACC, their goal is really to just kind of
Prepare you for the future.
not prepare you for the future, but get your diploma in your hand. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, by no means. But like I feel like a lot of people there are just like,
Passerby.
come on, like they just needed like a little bit extra push.
Well, that's what DACC. It used to have a stigma where like it was where the not so educated people would go. It's like if you were from high school, they'd send you to DACC.
Yeah. Which is it's definitely changed.
Yeah,
It has definitely changed. There are some really smart people there. With all the new labs with like computer science and stuff like that. There's college credit plus classes there. I'm not sure if there's AP classes there, but it's definitely changing. But there are still some kids there. It's like, you made it this far, and you're just a little, like, you didn't really think of it that much,
Yeah.
Which by no means, no hate whatsoever. I'm just freestyling a little bit.
Yeah. So, would you say, because didn't you mention how your classroom isn't actually connected to the physical DACC school?
Yes.
Building, right?
Yes.
How is that compared to, like, if you were at Hayes still, you would obviously be in the same building. Do you like that?
Do you ever go into the building, like down the building?
So,
What are you doing? It snows.
I mean, we're still inside of a building. We're just out.
Let's say like Like when it snows, obviously they go and they like plow the parking lot and blah blah blah. They don't. I don't. I was thinking like what if it snows really bad one night and you can't get to your outdoor lab?
So let's say, well, DACC can put out like a 2-hour delay or cancel school depending on how bad it is right there. But so since I go to Hayes, let's say Hayes were to have canceled school or given me a 2-hour delay,
You
I
still
would
have to go to DACC.
no, I get the 2-hour delay or I get
But
So you have
canceled.
2 chances to get out for DACC.
Basically, because if the reason they're not letting their DCC is saying, well, if you have a 2-hour delay or your school is canceled, you have those for a reason. Because it's not
like you still live in the district.
yeah, so it's not safe for you to like, go and leave your house and start driving at that time. So obviously that means you don't have to come to school right away.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had that happen?
Last year it happened a few times where I didn't have to go into school because
But other kids did.
other kids did. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Even though I literally live a hot skip and a jump away from DC.
Maybe just a hop and a skip.
You might not need to jump. That's true. Maybe a
Yeah, maybe just a little.
root in it too.
Yeah.
A side
Maybe just a
jump.
little hump skibbity doo.
Well, I was just wondering, has it ever happened? Do you think like where
Mhm.
you were unable to get, like you went to the ACC, but you weren't able to get to your lab?
No,
outside?
no, because
If the conditions were that bad, you just wouldn't go to the ACC type of thing.
no, our teacher's like, well, if it's -5 degrees outside and we still have school, prepare to be outside at -5 degrees. Like wear multiple coats. Wear like I have these giant coveralls.
Coveralls?
Yeah, it's like they're like warm overalls. And you just have to prepare, and you just have to.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, basically you gotta suck it up. But it's not that bad.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So did you ever talk about how your classroom's not in the building? Like, do you like that or not?
I kind of do and kind of don't. It is definitely not as good trying to get out and go to my actual class because I have to leave the school. And at 10:50, half-day students and like leave or come in. So the parking lot's really busy. So I have to get out and go to my next class, which is
Yeah.
away from the school. But I mean, it's not terrible because when I have to leave, it's not as busy. We
Yeah.
have maybe 8 cars
Yeah.
that have to go because some people don't drive; they ride the bus still.
How old are we?
Seniors in high school.
So I actually I didn't have someone ask me personally, but I heard people talking about it, and I'm assuming they were sophomores. So, and they were talking about a sophomore visit day.
Mm.
at
I
the
remember
ACC.
hearing about that a lot last year when I was a sophomore.
What exactly is that, and what do you/they do on that?
Okay,
day?
wait. Let me try to say what I think it is as someone who like got told about it but didn't go on it,
Okay.
and then you let me know.
Yeah.
So like I remember we had an assembly during I think our English classes, and then they'd just be like, you can go and like tour the facility if you want to like go there next year and see if you like it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's kind of it. It's just you go over, and let's say I wanted to do my lab, so wildlife. Let's say I wanted to go tour wildlife. So you go and you talk to a bunch of juniors and seniors that are doing the lab, see how they like it, what their experiences are, and then you just kind of tour. They help you tour, and they tell you about the class, what you learn, and what they like about it, what they don't like about it, and you just kind of go there and test and see if that's something you want to do, and it's pretty fun. I mean, last year I helped with the seniors, Coy Graham and Sully Fisher. Shout out Coy, shout out Sully. Funniest people I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, they're hilarious, and too bad they graduated, but they were really, really funny, and they're really, really cool people.
So you just like try to like recruit.
Yeah, and actually the junior class is really big, and there's a lot of juniors, a lot more juniors than was actually my class. My class is pretty big too.
Another thing I was wondering is, do you think the teachers at DACC are, like, I don't know, nicer, meaner, give you more leeway on things, or how do the teachers compare from DACC to Hayes?
I feel like like
Or is it just the exact same?
it's kind of the same when like on leeway and stuff like that. But I'm also, I mean, I was never there when I was a freshman. When I was a freshman, I felt like we didn't have a lot of like it was do this, kind of like beat it into your brain. Like you're in high school, like you're in high school now. But now that I'm a junior, like I was a junior, senior, I mean, literally every day in Mr. Nichols' class, he would make fun of me, and then I would try to make fun of him. And as I'm trying to make fun of him, he would make fun of me more.
I feel like I feel like as like when you come to Hayes as a freshman, they're like, okay, they're little kids. Let's discipline
you're
them.
in high school.
But
now.
then the reality is, it's like if you just get your work done, dude, like it's really like
Yeah, no.
Obviously, there's rules. You get your
Right,
stuff.
listen
done,
to the
but it's
teachers,
due.
do your things, everything.
But like if you get your work done and you do it the right way, it's like okay, like we're gonna be a lot more flexible with you.
Yeah.
Building off that last question, how do you compare the teachers' actual teaching ways compared to the ones here at Hayes?
It really depends on the teacher. Like there are some teachers here, like Monty's a good one. He's a great example. I mean, every day I swear he was up in the front of the class doing some like teaching us notes and going
Actually
over
teaching,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and he went over it, and I actually felt like I learned something in his class. When there are other teachers here that literally sit in a corner
And just read off a
for
PowerPoint slide.
not even read off anything. Like for 9 months I was here and I just sat there,
I also know
did absolutely nothing.
I know that some teachers I've talked to were like, I'd like to teach, but with mastery it kind of ruins teaching. Like it makes it
Yeah,
harder
but
to
I mean I've talked to people that like
you can still make it work.
yeah, but I mean I've talked to people that were here before mastery happened, and
Oh, yeah.
they had the same experience
Yeah.
with the same teacher. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
like my barber, my dog Hato.
That's your barber?
Shout out Hato.
Shout out Joseph.
He cuts you up?
Yeah, Hato gives me cuts. I haven't got one in a minute.
Oh.
But like he had the same experience with the same teacher that I had. And I just felt like they didn't do much and just kind of didn't really teach.
Shout out Pilly. Sorry.
And then at DACC, I feel like most of them actually teach. Like my psychology teacher, Mrs. Chioka.
I need to get some pants that fit, man. Sorry.
My psychology teacher, Mrs. Chioka, she goes over notes a lot and is at the front of the board like Monty would be, and actually goes over stuff, and it actually does help. I feel like going
Yes.
over and writing stuff down does help because I can see it and then I write it down and I actually write down a piece of paper.
That's what helps me the most.
Yeah. And it's so simple. That's just what kids need.
Well, it's been like proven. Mr. Haynes and Mr. Weekland, probably two of my favorite teachers that I've had here. They're,
Mr. Weekland, shout out Coach of the Year.
Dude, I love Mr. Weekland. What a guy. But they always preach about how like if you read something and then write it down, you remember it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today we're implementing a new Talisman Talks part of
Segment.
the video segment. We're going to be playing Hangman. It's got to be something related to DACC or something he does at DACC, and we got to guess what it is.
Scapula, you have that rag.
But
Can it be related
we
to
get
gaze?
eyeballs, we get fingers, hands, feet, hair follicles, ears, noses, eyebrows.
It has to be something related to DACC. It can't be Hayes.
Yeah, because you're DACC.
But I also go to Hayes.
No, you don't actually. So
All right, whatever.
Fall Fest.
What is that? That's a star. It means you like guessed. Why did you guess Fall Fest?
FALLFEST.
Okay. I see the vision.
A. E. I.
Bluegill.
Oh my god. Top 10 coolest moments in Talisman Talks history. You knew it was the type of fish.
I knew he would do a fish, yeah.
Type. This is Talisman Talks, episode 5. I'm Kyle Sanson from DACC. This is Will and Liam.
One love.